rocking on, man?
You know, I thought after 2 years of not hanging out with each other and the pandemic, we should probably shoot another car video.
And what brings us back together is the tale of these two Maranellos. Nick's 550 6-speed manual and our friend's 575 F1. For those who pay attention to these things, prices for both 550 manuals and even more so, the exceedingly rare 575 manual, have gone completely nuts over the past year. But prices for the 575 F1 have remained more or less unchanged. So, is the 575 F1 with the automated gearbox still worth considering, given how much more affordable they are relative to the manuals? We decided we'd find out for ourselves. A smidgen of background before we jump into the cars. The 550 Maranello was introduced in '97 and welcomed as a modern-day interpretation of the Ferrari Daytona, as it was the first front-engine V12 Ferrari two-seater since. The 575 M Maranello replaced the 550 in 2002, and was positioned as a more vigorous and technically advanced car with adaptive suspension, a slight bump in power, and the optional F1 automated gearbox, which was equipped to about 90% of 575s. Performance for the cars is nearly identical, both hitting 60 miles an hour in approximately 4.2 seconds, which was epic for back in the day, finishing the quarter mile in under 13 seconds and topping out at 200 miles an hour. The Maranello replaced the rakish and exotic Testarossa series. It was intended by Ferrari's then chairman, Luca di Montezemolo, to recapture the romance of cars like the Daytona and its predecessors, while adding a measure of usability and practicality, with excellent passenger comfort and a spacious trunk. The design of the Maranello reflects the sartorial elegance and spezzatura of Montezemolo himself. So, let's dive into Nick driving his 550 up on Angeles Crest.
Nice. God, that sounds good. Alright, we're gonna make a little U-turn here. Hopefully not get killed in the meantime.
My friend of mine had a deer and a Lamborghini press car along here.
No way.
Oh yeah. Oh man. God damn, it just really fucking pulls in a way that
It really does. Okay, so originally I wanted a 355.
right.
I was at Malibu Cars and Coffee with a few friends of mine, walking around, looking at all the incredible cars, and we ran into a gentleman who had a 550 in this like stunning navy blue on tan with blue piping, had the luggage. I mean, it was immaculate. And we started talking to him about his Maranello experience, and he kind of said, listen, I've had a 355 and I've had this car. For day-to-day life, for the joy of getting to experience the car overall, for not having to spend an exorbitant amount of money on maintenance, this is the car to buy. He's like, in a perfect world, 355 would be as easy to maintain as this car, but it's not.
Right.
So if you're looking for a car that you want to have fun with and you don't have to worry about, get this car.
Right.
So we started doing some more research and just kind of started to fall in love with the 550. At the time, I didn't even realize that the 550 only came gated. I thought it was an option to get the PDK, or not PDK, to get the auto.
Yeah, the F1.
The F1. And, which made all of us kind of fall in love with the car more. There was like a brief moment in time where we were looking at 599s because we were like, why don't we get the other V12 front engine car that I think I may have even sent you a link to one and you said no. And, which ultimately led myself and two of my close friends to buying this car together. I couldn't afford it on my own. Neither of them wanted to pick one up on their own, and we ended up finding this car, one owner, Beverly Hills Ferrari bought, new, serviced at Beverly Hills Ferrari its whole life, and it was too good to be true. It was a very fair kind of market value price. It wasn't.
This was how long ago? 6 months ago?
Between 6 and 8 months ago.
Wow. So you timed it just right.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even mean to.
Lucky.
We just kind of like had this conversation and found something that worked really well. And, by no means did we get a deal, but we also definitely didn't get ripped off.
Right.
And we're very happy with it. I mean, it's great. Dude, I mean the car pulls. amazing, and it sounds incredible, and it goes to 8,000 RPM. I mean, like, what more do you want?
You know, yeah. Oh God, it's pretty wow.
And that's a third.
it's
That's
so
a third
nice.
gear pull.
Oh, it's so nice. Oh wow. Okay, I'm duly impressed.
Oh. There is no better sound in the world. Ooh, in the tunnel, in the tunnel. One thing, if I had to nitpick this car and say there's one thing I really don't like about it, it's just that you don't get any sound from the motor. The exhaust is quiet, so we've upgraded the mid pipe in the car, but we haven't done the full exhaust system. It's significantly more expensive, but you know what a lot of people do is headers, mid pipe, and mufflers, and then it literally sounds like an F1 car. It is shocking how loud it is.
I think the challenge with the F1 is that as it's putting the power down, it's transferring that weight in all these ways that you're kind of, you just don't feel like you're in control so much.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Wow, that's weird.
Right.
That's terrible.
But you see what I mean?
It literally dives down in between gears.
It's like bobbing for apples between gears.
Oh,
it's like, and we're back down again.
Oh, that's terrible.
It does feel a little quicker, right?
It feels faster, which I was surprised about. I didn't think 20 horsepower would really make that much of a difference, but you can really feel it, especially through these canyons. So when you come down to like second gear and you're kind of like off the throttle a little bit, and then you're right back on it.
Right.
It feels like the power does kick in quite a bit faster than on the 550.
Do you notice any difference with the suspension? Do you feel like it's a little better with the bumps and the irregularities?
You know, it's interesting. I feel like this suspension's a little bit stiffer than mine.
Do you?
Yeah. I feel like mine feels a little bit more... Listen, I know that they're both Grand Touring cars, but this one feels a little bit stiffer, a little bit tighter on these turns. And it's just the shifting is so...
One 1,000.
God, it's really...
2 1,000.
Really? $550 versus $575. $550 being gated, $575 being F1. For me, for Joe, I'm going to speak on his behalf. I think the conclusion is that the 550 is the car to buy. The gated shifter is a much more visceral experience. It's a much more fun car to drive. And my personal opinion is that if monetarily it's not an issue to spend the extra money on the gated shifter, you go 550 hands down no matter what.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that we both kind of went into this hoping to sort of bust some Ferrari myth.
Right.
It's like, oh no, two guys just figured out that actually the 575 F1 is actually the more livable of the cars. And it's, you know, the gear, time has just kind of caught up with that gearbox.
Yeah, I agree.
Although time hasn't caught up with the design. We both agree the Maranellos are so stunning. I think so maybe there are people out there for whom that F1, given the prices had gotten so high on the manuals, both the 550s, because they're all manuals, and the 575 manuals, which are now, you know, $300,000, $400,000, maybe even $500,000. Maybe there are some people for whom just they've got to get the shape. They want to get some skin in the game on a car they've always loved before it gets out of reach, and maybe this is the right car for some people.
Yeah, I agree.
But not for us.
Not for me. Buy it with 5 people like I did, and you're good.
There you go. So like and subscribe, right?
Like and subscribe. More videos to come. We're hoping to shoot a Rivian. We're hoping to shoot a incredible Python green GTS Boxster, maybe a G-Wagon. So
Maybe an old Rolls Royce.
Woo!
There you go.
Stay tuned.
All kinds of fun stuff. Thanks for watching.
Boom.